All right, welcome back to LearnWire. We're going to get started. I'm going to be doing a Logo Diffusion review. And when we look over here at the Appsumo Black Friday deals real quick, guys. So there's 35 of them, right? And I've done some reviews before these hit the Black Friday sale, right? Throughout the year as these came to Appsumo, like Voila, for example, and Vista Social. I did reviews on them because this is how this channel started. And I believe that I've maintained and stayed true to this still being a software review channel. And primarily, it has been, in the beginning, it was primarily an Appsumo-based focus. Recently, it's kind of probably about 50% with apps that are not on Appsumo. But I feel like I've stayed true to coming back to Appsumo and seeing what softwares look interesting to me. What I do, guys, is I actually come over here each week on Monday mornings is when the new apps get released, right? So I'll come up to software and then I'll come over here and I'll go to latest. And I just want to see like these new softwares that gets released. And I know that you guys like SEO type software, like right over here. This is not a new software. It's Product Lift, but they have reactivated their deal. And that's why they're up here at the top right now. But I like to look at, so like some of these, if they have a bunch of reviews, it means that they've already been on Appsumo. But I'll come in here and I'll just look. And is it something that has to do with marketing, something that has to do with, graphic design, something that has to do with SEO, keyword research, content optimization, and then of course, the ultimate content writing tools, AI writing tools have been a major focus of the channel. So I do come through here and look at different ones. And a lot of times I just don't do the reviews because it's just the software just doesn't look good to me or it doesn't look interesting. But I usually do try to get at least a couple of these reviews done per week for you. So I feel like I've maintained true to that. And you want to make sure that you tune into the next video that I'll be uploading after this, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a tier list. I'm going to be building a tier list right here, but this is only going to be for the applications that are part of the Black Friday sale that I've actually reviewed. I have a little bit of a qualm with another creator that did a full tier list based on all of the Black Friday sales over here. And I'm going to go over that in my next video. I usually don't do that. And I usually don't compare either my content or anything like that with other creators, but it just kind of irritates me a little bit when people come in here and they want to judge all these softwares right here and they didn't even take them for a test drive. They didn't even use them. And they're not really thinking from a perspective of people that are actually going to buy these softwares, right? Appsumo has millions of people coming to their site per month, about almost 3 million people coming to their site per month. People are going to buy these tools. They got reviews on them. They're making sales. And what I feel like I'm trying to do for you is take it for a test drive and see if the user interface is good, see if the application is usable, and just kind of be as unbiased as possible and use these tools and see if like, is it worth you, spending your money on this tool that, possibly might not be around for in a year, or is it going to be the next really big tool that you now missed out on, right? So definitely tune into that video because I'm really excited to make that video next. But the reason why I am not making that quite yet is because there's one right over here. I went through all these and there are some that I really wanted to get to, guys, and I apologize that I just wasn't able to get through during this Black Friday launch or sale. VBOW and True Conversion, I believe I wanted to get to those. Kumba Mill would have been nice as well. And then coming down here to, there was maybe a couple other ones. I'm pretty sure that those were the ones that I wanted to get to, but there's one in particular that that I really want to go test drive out. Before I make that tier list, I'm not going to talk about the ones that I did not review. And so I'm going to go ahead and do a Logo Diffusion review right now for you. Now, I know that was a long introduction, but I think it will at least explain a little bit of the mindset behind how I choose the tools, and that I've maintained doing Appsumo reviews for the last 3 years, and the channel has stayed strong doing Appsumo reviews. And so we're going to go ahead and do Logo Diffusion because I think it looks really, really cool. I did watch this video, and it's just nuts what this, if you want to go and build a business, you could go over to Fiverr and use this tool and start building logos, any kind of logo for businesses. And we're going to go take this for a test drive. So this is Logo Diffusion. And it somewhat could, from a logo creation standpoint, it could replace Canva, Photoshop, Illustrator, etc., etc. This is good for graphic designers, marketing agencies, and solopreneurs. I think that they could have probably put on here, graphic freelancers, something like that, because that's how I would use the tool. If I picked it up, I would go and create these logos and tell people, hey, $25, you get 5 logo design ideas. And then you can upsell people, if they, whatever one they choose, it's an extra, $15, they get to choose one. And then you send all of the vector graphics and so forth. So, it just looks like a really, really cool idea, kind of a tool that, look at what they're doing right here. You can draw something. You can be a terrible artist, draw something, send it in, and then you'll actually get graphics that are kind of what you have in your mind. And as long as you can just draw a crappy drawing right here, you'll actually get some really good, high quality professional designs your way. So you can upload images right here, because I'm probably not going to get to all of it, just giving you a forewarning. I'm not going to spend 45 minutes on this review. We're going to go test drive it out, do a couple basic things, and I can formalize my opinion. I'm pretty confident in that. But right over here, you can upload an image, and then it will give you different, like illustrations and different things you can do with it. So super cool. Only for new Logo Diffusion users who don't have existing accounts. That's not really an issue. People that are, buying something on Appsumo, they would just be smart and just use a new email account anyways. 1 credit per image. I'm not really sure what this means. 2 credits per image, 3 credits. So the size matters. If you want a 1,000 by 1,000 size image, then that's 3 credits. If you want to vectorize an image, it's 5 credits, 2 credits per image, background removal. So they're really on a credit system. I might not like that as much. But they have to keep track of how much you're using the tool and what are the most resource intensive parts of the tool. And that most likely would be these ones right here that require the most credits. I don't think it should be 2 credits to upgrade your art for, just by 200 pixels. I really think that they should just keep that at 1 right there. And then maybe 2 credits for the 1,000. And then, that's all. I don't know what the credits are, but 5 credits for a vectorization. That is, we're looking at 250 credits right here. You would probably want to make, I guess some of these images, if it's a true logo, then you probably would keep it at 512 by 512. So you got 1 credit right there. And then you would vectorize it. So you're looking at a minimum of 6 credits. And I'm going to just do some quick math for you. So on the lowest plan, 250 credits divided by 6 would be 41 logo designs. And so you'd have to do your math. Like if this is just for you and your solo businesses, maybe your niche websites that you're launching, then license tier 1 would probably be just fine. But if you're planning on going out and doing this as a freelance design business, then this would definitely be a license tier 3 all in at the 2,000 monthly credits, 70 vectorization jobs per month. I don't know why they're capping that. If we went over here, it would be 2,000 and it would be divided by 6 is 333. So we should be able to get 300. I have a little bit of a concern about that they're capping the vectorizations to 70, even though you have 2,000 credits. And then if I do 2,000 credits divided by 6 is what would be required at the bare minimum to do a vectorization, you should be able to get 300 plus vectorization. So I'm a little bit leery on the pricing, just something to be concerned about a little bit. You would only, for example, you would only be able to do 70 vectorization jobs on Fiverr. And if we went over to Fiverr and I showed you how many orders, some logo designers are getting 70 orders per day. And of course, that's what you'd want to build up to. So you could make a full-time job out of this and then some. Right over here, I'm not really quite sure you'd be able to use this as a freelance design business, especially you wouldn't be able to scale. The other thing that you could do is you could buy multiple tiers of this. License tier 3. If you fall in love with the tool, then you would just need to go in and buy multiple license tier 3s. So then you can up this vectorization, if that makes sense. Okay. So looks like they have a roadmap, and they have, I like when this is filled out like this, guys. I share that. When they come to Appsumo with a plan and they are prepared, they have a nice message right here introducing themselves, and then they also have YouTube channel. They're on social media. They have a help center, roadmap. Of course, I need to go in and click on all those to really test them out. But I mean, just this is for starters. The fact that they have this presented there is good. Reviews, we'll go in real quick. I'm so pleased. I found this amazing deal. It is probably my favorite purchase of the year, and this will be a product I will use daily. Even though not all images are accurate to the text, it does do a pretty good job, and I am very happy. Just wish there weren't limits on credits. Just like I said, the credit issue is going to be a kind of a nitpicky. There seem to somewhat be nickel and diming you, which is not really the best way to start off a relationship with your software company, right? The credits go quickly. Thank you for this offer, and grateful. So I really like this person. Even though they're very unhappy with the credit system, they are still very grateful and have gratitude towards the software. And still, the credit system didn't hold them down to give them a 3 or 4 taco. They still got a 5 taco because it's that good. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the software real quick. That is a very long introduction. After signing up, I'm going to be on their free trial. We're going to go check it out. What role that best describes you? Creative, professional. Let's just go with that and push next. How did you hear about Logo Diffusion? Well, I'm going to come over here and say Appsumo. It's good for them to know where it came from. What role describes you best? I already did this. I'm going to say design for my own business right here. You can always access tutorials here. Got it. So they have a tutorials button. We'll go ahead and click on that. And we have getting started Logo Diffusion version 2.0. And we could go next. Turn a sketch to logo. So where do we go to watch this? Okay, so right over there, you can see that there's a play button right here. We can push play right inside here. It's their YouTube channel. You'll be able to play and watch this inside of here.
Hello there, Ali here from Logo Diffusion. And today I'm showing you guys.
And you'd be able to maximize. No, you wouldn't be able to maximize the screen. So you'd probably just click on the YouTube button to go and watch it on YouTube if you want. That's kind of a shame you can't click on that to make this full screen inside of the pop-up or whatever. But it looks like they have some options. You're probably just going to want to click over to the YouTube channel to watch these. Pretty cool stuff. Looks like they have a community button over here on Discord, Facebook group. So 2 communities. That's a lot to manage. But I mean, at the same time, it's, whatever platform you prefer. Some people just don't even have a Facebook account. So it's nice that they have different options and so forth. And then you can report a bug. And so they're giving you all the options. They're not running away. It doesn't look like they're shying away from your ability to go and report a bug or anything like that. So I like that as well. You can upgrade over here. It tells us how many credits we have. I have a 40 credits to start on this free trial. Okay. So we're going to go over, this is the dashboard. Start using an AI in your design workflow, generate logos, start with text, start with an image. So this is what you're going to start with right away. And then we'll try to make our way down over here. So I'm going to start with a text over here. You can see up here, due to high traffic, you may experience some service delays. We're a small team working to fix this. If you're getting failed generations, please try again later. So not always the best banner. I'm glad that they're addressing that, but at the same time, definitely not the best banner after you just paid for a product. So right here, I'm trying to push start with a text. And there we go. Okay, so I had to log back in for some reason, but we can start with a text right over here. I'm just going to say a blue, black, and let's just go yellow for fun. I don't know what's with me and wolves lately, but let's go with a wolf. We're just going to go like that for now and just see. And you can choose 2D. You can go with 3D. And and you have different options over here of kind of what kind. So I like this abstract maybe right here, or the cartoon. So you can choose which one you want, geometrical, organic, minimalist, and then generate. So this is going to take 8 credits to, we have our background color right here. Where can I select that? Not really sure where it's, I was supposed to be able to select the color. Click that. Okay, right here, off-white. So let's just go with a white for now. And then I'm going to say generate. So it's going to go and generate right now. It looks like it will create 4, mock-ups for us to get started. Now, this is 8 credits, right? So, I mean, I will only be able to push a button like 3 times, 4 times. Generation failed, no credits were used. So, right off the bat, that is kind of not cool, right? That we're not able to create, anything, right? So, I'm going to go over here. Yeah, we have that selected. We have our art. Select any word or phrase from your prompt and click on the bolts to assign more importance to it. So you can actually go with like blue right here and assign a bolt to it somehow. And not really sure because I'm clicking on a bolt and nothing's really happening as well. Okay. I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to click generate and then we'll see if this can handle this time. Okay. So we're at almost a minute in and it has not created the images yet. So we're a full minute as we're experiencing a surge in demand. Your patience is greatly appreciated. So it's kind of hard to not give this a bad rating or review when you can't even use the tool. They don't have the resources or the bandwidth to handle even a simple logo design. That's pretty frustrating. I'm going to go ahead and back out right here. Let's see if we can start with an image real quick. I'm going to go find an image real quick. So we have start with image right here. And then we also have over here image to, right over here, image to logo. So I believe those are the same thing. If I click on that, yeah, it's the same. It's just 2 different ways to get to it. So we would upload our image here, I believe. And I'm going to click this right over here. I got this from Canva. And we're going to see, you have some different things, image influence, use image colors. I'm going to say yes. That's a cool option. Specify colors. You can specify the colors there or not. You still have a prompt over here. I'm not really sure I want to use the prompt or not. I'm going to just leave that alone for now. And then you still choose if your settings down here, and then I'm going to say generate. Now, I'm not sure. First, you need a prompt. So you have to put a prompt in there. So I'm going to just say wolf with, I don't know if it can do text underneath it or not. I would just automatically assume there's no way it's going to be able to write text underneath it. I'm going to come back over here just to look at some of the images up here. Yeah, a lot of the, other than this one image right here, there's some text going on right there, but I mean, I highly doubt that it would be able to actually write. There's only like one software right now that I can think of that actually specializes in AI software that specializes in actually being accurate with text. So I'm not going to waste my time with that, but I'm just going to say blue. Yeah, I guess we'll go blue, black, and yellow wolf, something like that. And I'm going to say generate right here. And then you can see right over here, it seems like it's much faster based on the image. And we'll see if it can produce something for us this time. Looks like they have a bunch of different settings down here. They had add image, import SVG. So it'll handle a vector file. That's cool. Clear everything, download, cancel, and save. There's some other options over here that you can crop, and you can do add text on here and so forth right here. But something tells me that it might not be able to handle this right now either, that it's just not able to output any results for us right now. And this is a huge bummer, guys, as we experience a surge in demand. So again, I'm coming from maybe free trials they've just shut off right away. I don't know. But this is a pretty big bummer because this would deter me from giving them money. I would actually not go. That would be a really horrible idea to impact or affect free trial accounts as well, because this is your chance to sell the product to actually get people to turn to paid customers, right? And this is the results we're getting right now. So I'm just going to go and look at, generation failed. So we're not able to actually test this out today, guys. I don't usually, normally I would just kind of push pause and I would just have to come back and do the review again later because it's just really not a proper review. But this is tough. This is tough, man. Like I said, it's not really a review. It's not a full review because I wasn't able to use the software in any of its capacity, right? I do think that it has a pretty nice, smooth user interface. Everything, on the dashboard, there's basically 2 areas to go to. You can get to your tutorials, community, report a bug. I'm sure everyone's reporting the bug right now. They've got tutorials. Seems like they came out of the gate pretty prepared, but definitely not prepared for the amount of traffic that they would get from being on a Black Friday sale. Obviously it's just a big bummer because these these graphics right here, these logos right here would be super cool and fun. I love the concept. I love all the concepts of this, but I'm reviewing it on this day, right? This is Cyber Monday. I'm reviewing it right now. That means that this tool, if it's sold 1,000 copies, 1,000 people trying to use this tool right now are not able to use the tool. And that is a huge bummer. And so obviously, for obvious reasons, I can't recommend this product right here today. I'm going to go ahead and end that for you guys. I don't know how much value this video brought to you because I wasn't able to show you it, but I am showing you, if you go and purchase this right now, what you might be experiencing today or however many days it's going to take. And generally speaking, guys, when you start off your software like this, and it's not even giving us poor results. It's not giving us any results. You can't come to the big times and potentially get hundreds of customers a day to your tool if you're not prepared and you are not able to fix this very quickly. It's just a huge bummer to them that I'm doing a review right now. Maybe if they see this review and they, want me to do a follow-up after it's fixed and stuff, I would consider doing that. But right now, today on Cyber Monday, the last day of Black Friday, this is the last tool that I'm going to be reviewing. This one is definitely a no-go. I would not pick this one up in the current state. Like I said, it does have the 4 stars. I want to go and look and see what the bad review is. I'm going to go with the rating as the lowest right over here. We have a 2-star. As someone who doesn't know much about it, well, I got into tier 1 and I can tell about it. These plans offering just too little for the price. Vectorization is allowed on pictures. That was made by the prompt only, not the one I upload into the system. So there's some issues. Discord shares ideas, creators keeping the database for future selling. I would give 4 tacos if those tiers would be providing more or less. Anyways, this is just my review, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Great concept, poor execution. Let me explain. Tier 1, monthly credits of 250. Initially, it may not seem too bad until you start generating logos. Each generation costs 12 credits. It generates 4 logos, which are not of great quality at first. So you need to modify the prompt and click generate. So yeah, it's going to probably take multiple prompting to get exactly what you want. It's not pumping out perfection right off the bat. So you're just eating away at your credits like crazy is what it sounds right here. Definitely someone not happy there as well. Okay. Got potential, but this is the most promising AI generation tool that they've tested. However, what brings my review down for the product is your plan structure. Why limit the number of 1,024 images vectorization when we're still using our credits for these? Yeah. I think it's a credit nickel and diming. The software isn't working. This is definitely not a recommended tool that I can recommend to you guys. So I'm actually glad I did this. Sometimes it's just not a win. Sometimes I can't get through the review because the software doesn't work. I'm going to go ahead and still post this video because that's what I do. We'll see you in the next video. Make sure to tune in because this will be on the tier list. I'm sure you can imagine where this is going to be setting. If there was an F, I probably would put that in as an F, but this one's definitely going to be going at the D tier right here. Make sure to watch this next video coming out. It's going to be my ultimate Black Friday tier list, and I will see you in the next video.